Hey, what's up guys? This is Matt Smith from Project Thrive 365. Right now we're going to go through proper positioning for the shoulder whenever we're going through any horizontal pushing movement. Horizontal pushing is seen in the burpee, it's seen in push-ups, bench press, medicine ball chest passes. You can start implementing these mechanics in all those things to really reduce your risk for injury in the shoulder. Okay, so what we're thinking about here is first and foremost, we want to set the shoulder up properly. So we're going to think about just opening the chest slightly, getting it into a neutral position. So I'm opening the chest, boom. And then secondly, I want to depress my shoulder down towards my hip as well. So I'm going to pull those shoulders down towards the hips. You can feel those lats fire, those big muscles on the side of your body. Pull those shoulders down into the hip, and really we're kind of pulling that shoulder down in the socket and creating a very stable position. From there, so once I've set my shoulder back and down, okay, and notice it's not an overextension. I just want to pull into a neutral position, open up the chest slightly, pull the shoulder down, and then from there I'm going to externally rotate. So you can see my palms turn up, okay. From here I'm going to keep my elbows down at the side of my body and just bring my palms up. Okay, so my elbows are in tight to my body, okay, palms are up, my arms are externally rotated, shoulders set in socket, okay, we have a nice screwed in position for the shoulder, and this is where your hands should be when you set them up for your push-ups, okay. So when we set our push-up up for the burpee, hands should be at shoulder height. Notice how they're not up towards my face. When you start creeping up towards the top of your face, or really any area around that, we start opening ourselves up to a lot of stress on the anterior shoulder. So shoulders back, down towards the hips, externally rotated, hands up, should be shoulder level. And then notice when I set my hands up, I don't want to internally rotate my hand at all, because that promotes internal rotation in the shoulder as well as elevation. So we can not only start running into some rotator cuff issues, labrum issues, tendonitis, bursitis, but we also start creeping into some neck stuff as well. So if you're feeling a lot of neck stress when you finish up your stuff, make sure that you're paying attention to these mechanics and start implementing this stuff on your own. So retraction, drop the shoulders down towards the hips, get it nice and tight, external rotation, and then hands up. Right here is where you want to be. I'm going to set my hands so that it's either straight up or slightly externally rotated to promote that closed pack positioning for the shoulder. Start working this stuff into what you're doing. It's kind of tough to implement it when you're doing 100 burpees at a time, but if you start doing this on your own and working this in, practicing this stuff, you know, not only are you going to reduce your risk for injury, but you'll also increase your performance, increase your energy, and make your movement much more efficient. So we can start dropping those burpee times down and crushing this stuff all 100 days. Make sure that you're getting better and not worse throughout this challenge. We want to learn and implement and get better all the time. That's it for now. We'll start implementing this stuff and bringing you guys a lot more information as far as how to upkeep your body as we're going through this process. I'll check in with you guys tomorrow.